problems, please contact our viewers hotline.
Mae yna ddigon o ddrama a digon o ddrwg deimlad yn bodoli rhwng y ddau glwb yma. Dyma'r hen elyniaeth. Derby De Cymru Abertawe yn erbyn Caerdydd sy'n byw ar eich cyfer chi ar S4C Prynhawn me. Croeso cynnes i'r stadiwm Swansea.com ac mae fe'n braf iawn cael cwmni prif hyfforddwr tîm Dan 19 Merched Cymru. Nia Davies yn gwmni i ni Prynhawn me. A Nia, pan mae'r gêm yn cael ei cyhoeddi dros yr haf, dyma'r gêm cyntaf yr ddau glwb yma'n chwilio amdano. Mae'n gymaint o achlysur a chi bron yn gorfod anghofio beth sydd wedi digwydd hyd yn hyn yn ystod y tymor. Dyma'r gêm i gosod eich marc ar y gyngrair.
Ie, mae'n gêm ddarbi. Mae hynna'n deud cwbl ydych chi'n gofod meddwl am y gêm yma. Ond mae'r ddwy tîm yn ffefrynna am y gyngrair, a felly y gêm yma maen nhw gallu sefydlu be maen nhw'n meddwl pwy sy'n gallu bod yn y ffefryn am gydol y tymor. Felly dwi'n meddwl bydd y ddau y tîm mynd amdani heno.
O ran beth i ti wedi gweld hyd yn hyn tymor yma gan y ddau glwb, pwy sy'n credu o'r ffefrynnau heddi, neu pwy sy'n credu sydd yn y sefyllfa cryfa yn mynd mewn i'r derby?
Ie, mae Cardiff di ennill y tair gêm gyntaf o'r gyngrair. Felly, felly mae nhw probably y tîm sy'n mwy ffefrynna. Ond, ti'n gwybod, mae yn y stadiwm Abertawe, felly wnaeth nhw trio pob peth i cael un drosodd ar Cardiff. Felly, dwi'n meddwl Cardiff di'r ffefrynna ar y foment.
Ie, fydd hi'n dipyn o dasg o flaen y Jack Army fel maen nhw'n gael nhw fan hyn yn Abertawe. Mae beth am i ni glywed gan y ddau rheolwr. Mae Nicky John wedi bod yn siarad gyda'r Ian Derbyshire a Jamie Sherwood.
Jamie, there's always an element of excitement and anticipation that comes with this fixture, isn't there? How have you managed to channel that energy this week?
This week, I think training's been really positive. There's a lot of energy in the gym around the analysis, looking at what we do and how we can be better. Everything's been around what Swansea look like and our personality, and hopefully we'll get to show that in front of our fans today.
Yeah, it's the fixture you look for when the fixtures are released. It's the fixture that means the most to both sets of fans. You know, the quality of both teams over recent years has been extremely high, and we've both set the standards for the past kind of 5 years or so. So, you know, it's going to be a fantastic game for the neutral. Hopefully we can take control of the game early on and we can play our football, but we know there's going to be moments in the game where we have to dig deep, and like I said, Swansea are a good side. So for us, it is managing the emotions, but not too much, because we want to be physically ready and we want to show everyone this is a derby game and it means a lot to us.
You welcome the champions here today to the Swansea.com, who have yet to lose a game. They've won 3 so far out of 3. How do you bring that run to an end today?
By working really hard, by making sure that our non-negotiables are ever present across the players that step onto the pitch, and us as staff make sure we support them the right way, give them the right information at the right times, and hopefully they execute what we give them.
What are your non-negotiables, Jamie?
Belief and trust, a little bit of honesty, hard work, graft, a little bit of sweat. So for me, it's all about just the group, making sure the group are right, and hopefully those non-negotiables and those values and that identity will continue to show, and we'll be up for the 3 points today.
You know, we've prepped this week for him to play multiple formations with multiple starting players, so I think we're as prepared as we can be. I think physically it's going to be a very challenging game for both teams. I think, you know, it's whoever makes them moments count is going to win the game. You know, there's a lot of players, you know, we know all the Swansea players. I think for us, we've seen a few of their games this season. We know how they're trying to play. and I think we've worked out ways in which we can play against that. So it's whichever set of players kind of turn up on the day and impose themselves on the opposition, usually will be the team that wins the game, and that's what we're looking to do today.
Ian, diolch yn fawr iawn, pob lwc.
Thank you.
Y ddau reolwr yn barod amdani felly, a y ddau dîm yn ennill penwythnos diwethaf. Nawr ni ddechrau gyda gêm Abertawe lan yn Wrexham. Yr eilirch yn ennill o 2-2, ond gaethon nhw bach o fraw, a i ni wedi sôn am ddiffyn Abertawe. Mae yna dueddiad gyda nhw o ildio goliau a gwneud camgymeriadau.
Ie, mae yna camgymeriadau wedi cael ei gwneud gan Abertawe, felly bydd Cardiff yn adnabod hynna a gallu trio pwyso nhw i gwneud mwy o camgymeriadau. Mae hynna'n rhywbeth bydd Abertawe yn gobeithio i gwella yn y gêm yma.
Reolwr, ni wedi clywed Jamie Sherwood yn gweud sawl gwaith, bod y moyn i'r chwaraewyr dangos i personoliaethau nhw, bod y moyn gweld personoliaeth y tîm yn dangos. Yn amlwg Jamie Sherwood yn newydd i'r swydd gath ei benodi dros yr haf. Sy'n cael yr argraff, mae fe wir moyn gosod i marg ar y tîm yma.
Ie, a bydd o eisiau gweld y gwaith caled sy'n cael ei gwneud yn y training, yn dod allan yn y gêm yma, a gweithio'n galed, ac cael y perfformiad i trio cael y canlyniad. Hynna beth dwi'n meddwl bydd o'n trio i gweld, ac 3 gêm wedi chwarae yn barod, gweld os mae hynna'n cynyddu gyda y gêm mawr yma sydd yn y stadiwm heno.
Caerdydd, fel i ni wedi sôn, wedi ennill pob gêm hyd yn hyn y tymor hwn. Nhw'n mynd i'r Seintiau Newydd o 2 gol i ddim wythnos diwetha, a ni a Caerdydd yn neud. Beth ni mor gyfarwydd o gweld Caerdydd yn neud bob tymor?
Ie, fel nes i dweud, maen nhw wedi ennill y 3 gêm ac maen nhw yn gallu sgorio goliau gwahanol. Fel ydych chi'n gallu gweld o bellter neu yn mwy agos at y gol. Ac hefyd, maen nhw efo Ffion Price hefyd i wneud ciciau osod, felly dwi'n meddwl bydd Abertawe yn ofni hynna dipyn bach, so maen nhw'n gofod bod yn bach yn, ddim rhoi gormod o ffawls i ffwrdd.
A Caerdydd, maen nhw'n dîm cyflym iawn hefyd. Fel mae Abertawe mynd i allu delio gyda'r cyflymder yna?
Ie, byd nhw'n gofod amddiffyn yn dda ac yn gadarn efo'i gilydd. Ond hefyd, dwi'n meddwl mae Abertawe gyda'r counter-attack yna hefyd, Stacey John Davis yn gyflym iawn. Felly, bydd y ddwy tîm yn trio defnyddio eu cyflymder i ennill y gêm yma.
Wel ni, diolch yn fawr iawn am y tro, amser am egwyl fer fan hyn ar S4C, ond pidwch mynd unman. Y gic gyntaf yn narbu De Cymru i ddod wedi'r egwyl.
I can't. Yeah, stick him up.
Croeso nôl ato ni ac mae ganddo ni dipyn o gêm ar eich gyfer chi ar S4C Prynhawn me Derby De Cymru wrth i Abertawe groesawu pencampwyr y brif adran Caerdydd. And a reminder that we do have English language commentary available for this one on the red button with Mike Davies and former Wales boss Jane Ludlow ac yn y Gymraeg. Eich tîm sylwebu chi ar gyfer hon yw Cath Morgan a Dylan Ebenezer.
Well, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the Swansea.com Stadium and the first South Wales derby of the 2024-25 Genero Adran Premier season. Both sides have started the season strongly, with the Swans taking 7 points out of 9, but reigning champions Cardiff have 3 wins from 3. Now, keeping me company on co-commentary this evening is former Wales women's head coach Jane Ludlow. Jane, croeso to sgorio, an intriguing derby in front of us today. Who will take the bragging rights?
If I knew that, I'd be a very wealthy person. I am looking forward to the game, though, because, look, we've got the champions against a team who would love to be champions this year, so we'll see.
Yes, indeed. Both sides, as I said, have started really well. Reigning champions Cardiff, 3 wins from the first 3 games of the season. They completed a fantastic treble last season, lifting the Genero Adran Premier as well as the trophy and beating Wrexham in the Welsh Cup final. But they've travelled down the M4 full of confidence today, and they will start as favourites against a Swansea City women's side led by newly appointed manager Jamie Sherwood. And it is the weekend to show racism the red card. And I'm sure many of you who have gone to football matches across Wales this weekend will have seen the card shown. And tonight's teams, Swansea City make 2 changes from their last performance. Claire Skinner returns in goal, and the experienced Steph Turner starts for the first time this season. Stacey John Turner is a consistent performer in the front line and a consistent scorer. For Cardiff City, they make 1 change. Laura Kernock starts up front in place of the Adran Premier top scorer last season, Eliza Colley.
Well, what we're hoping to see structurally from Swansea is potentially this setup we're seeing here. So it's a 3 centre-backs, 4 midfielders and 3 forwards. So a little bit of a change of formation here from Swansea to what we might have seen in previous games. If we flip over to Cardiff, then we're expecting a 4-4-2 organisation. So the 2 forwards of Kernock and Barry, and pretty much a set formation for them. But like we say, this is what we're expecting, but we might see something different from the kick-off.
Stacey John Davis in the huddle there.
Yeah, players to watch today. We picked out 2. So for Swansea, Stacey John Davis, who's a renowned goal scorer, and from what I gather, loves this stadium. So it's definitely a goal hub for us. So we're expecting some goals today. And then when we flip over to Cardiff team, the player we've identified to focus on today is a new player for them, Laura Kernock, who's just come from Bristol Rovers and managed to score a great goal last weekend against TNS for Cardiff.
It's an interesting selection, actually, from Ian Derbyshire, where he's included Laura Kernock and Fiona Barry. And our referee this evening is Charlotte Carpenter, 34 years of age, began her refereeing career in 2012 and has the ambition to ref at the highest standard in the Champions League, the Euros and the World Cup. But it's Swansea City versus Cardiff City today, and it's the Bluebirds who start playing from left to right. And Jane, yeah, I was just saying, an interesting selection from Ian Derbyshire to include the 2 youngsters up front and leave Eliza Colley on the bench.
Yeah, well, it's a good opportunity for the youngsters coming in. He's obviously impressed with what he's seen so far from them.
Nia Jones an important influence at the heart of the Swansea City defence. What do you make of Nia Jones' signing by Jamie Sherwood, coming out more of netball retirement, retiring from international netball and coming straight back into the Adran Premier?
Well, look, with Nia, I mean, she was a great player many years ago. She was playing the national teams alongside me, and obviously chose netball as her #1 sport. Unfortunately for her, that didn't work out in the way that she wanted it to keep working out for the next few years. But obviously, she's more than capable in another sport, so it's lovely to see her back.
Pressure on the Swansea City defence early on. Attempted cross, but it will be collected by Swansea goalkeeper Claire Skinner. Claire Skinner, 27 years of age, played in the first 2 matches, didn't play in last week's game. Wrexham away, where the Swans won by 3-2. Oh, and an early mistake and an early opportunity. Billingham. Some dawdling on the ball by the Swansea defenders, giving Billingham the opportunity. Didn't really take advantage of what was a good chance early on. But here come the Bluebirds down the right-hand side. Ball floated over the defender towards Lisa Owen. With the ball skipping off this slippery surface. And there is Lily Billingham. Part of the Wales under 17s and under 19s setup. She has come back into the Adran Premier, having been, Jane, with Cheltenham and with Gwalior United. What do you make of Billingham's decision to come back into the Welsh structure?
Well, look, I guess the development pathway for all players is going to be different. I remember Lily from the youth structure many years ago with us, and she's a very capable young player, so it'll be interesting to see her career develop.
Hosford does well to keep the ball in. Nia Jones. It will be 3 players in the defence for Swansea City. Nia Jones, Jess Williams and Steph Turner. So as you said, Jane, a change in structure for Swansea City. Do you reckon that will make them a more solid defensive outfit with the 3 centre-backs?
Well, look, there could be lots of reasons why Jamie Sherwood's deciding to change it up. It could be due to personnel and seeing different strengths in players, or it could be because he thinks he can win this game today.
Well, here's Kernock to Barry, Fiona Barry, opportunity to shoot, ball cannons off Nia Jones, and it will be the first corner of the evening. And that came from Jess Williams' mistake, conceding possession in midfield. Barry with a long-range shot, but cannons off defender Nia Jones. Fiona Barry, only 18 years of age. 1 goal this season against Cardiff Met, and it'll be Fionn Price with the corner, floated in towards the far post, a dangerous ball. It's headed clear, it reaches Billingham. Billingham floats it back in, but it's going to come to Fionn Price. She is onside. Not the best first touch. Again, it comes in to the box, and an opportunity for Kehoe. But again, she wanted a little bit too much time there, Jane. Molly Kehoe on the ball.
Yeah, but Cardiff, obviously we're only a few minutes in, but first 5 minutes right now, Cardiff are definitely on the front foot, aren't they?
Dominating possession early on. But the throw by Lisa Owen goes harmlessly out for a goal kick.
We look at the Cardiff team right now, they're structurally a little bit different to what we were expecting as well. They've got 3 centre-backs on the pitch and 2 wing-backs, which is a little bit different to the usual back 4. So whether that's because they've obviously heard how Swansea were shifting up today, or whether, again, the manager thinks they can exploit the weaknesses in the Swansea setup.
Well, the whole game almost being played in the Swansea City half. 5 minutes played, no score here in this first South Wales derby of the Genero Adran Premier season. Ball is cleared, and this is where the 3 centre-backs will have to be aware of the pace of Barry and Kernock. This is Nia Jones. Jones, ball played forward, but there is an offside flag. And here is Ian Derbyshire, last season's Adran Premier Manager of the season. Not a surprising choice since he had the full set, Jane, or the treble. He's done really well since joining Cardiff City League Women.
I think it would have been a bit of a shock if he hadn't won that, to be fair.
Ball is swept wide, and Fiona Barry's done really well to keep the ball in, and she crosses dangerously towards the far post on her left foot. Showing her pace there, Fiona Barry, to keep that ball in, and a quality cross, Jane.
It's not a bad delivery with her left foot, but I say that there's not many bodies in the box, is there? Obviously, it was a little bit overhit, but even if it was a little bit shorter, there weren't many blue shirts managing to get in.
And here's Katie Hosford. Hosford blocked there. Good play by the Cardiff City defence in the first place, but then they concede possession unnecessarily, and the ball is played from Hosford wide. Thomas, and half an opportunity there for Stacey John Davis, and that's really where she is dangerous, coming in off her wing and getting to the ball first.
They obviously box into around the edge of the box area. You could just see it was just a first touch a little bit heavy there. If she could have just brought it a little bit closer to her, she might have had a shot.
Mistake by Megan Bowen. This is Nia Jones for Swansea City. Hancock's collects in midfield. Period of possession for Swansea City. If we go back to the appointment of Jamie Sherwood, an interesting appointment. Let's wait a minute as Billingham sprints down the left-hand side. She's tracked by Hancock's. Nice little pass inside. Again, only one in the box for Cardiff City, waiting for the cross by Kernock. 7 minutes played, no score. Yes, Jamie Sherwood's appointment, Jane, an interesting one, replacing Chris Church here at Swansea City.
Well, Jamie has a history in the women's game. Obviously, he was working for a WSL club not too many years ago, Yeovil. He's been in football a very, very long time, so good appointment. It'll be interesting to see if he can...
Oh, it was a dangerous late tackle there.
Yeah, I stopped talking then, just as that happened. It was a little bit of a late one. It'll be interesting to watch that one back.
Well, we'll see the replay in a minute. Charlotte Carpenter, yellow card.
Oh, that was a stud on top of the foot there. Oh, that's a painful one, that one.
Oh. Do you think there's a red there?
Well, you've seen them given, yes.
Yeah.
Now, obviously today may be a little bit different. But
yeah. And Stacey John Davis leaving her mark on Shannon Evans, the midfield player. She might be lucky to have escaped there.
It is a local derby.
Well, a feisty tackle by Stacey John Davis. Free kick to Cardiff City, floated into the box. Headed out and away by Cullen. Nice little touch by Katie Hosford. And is played wide by Pinder. Opportunity for Emily Thomas to cross. She crosses well and dangerously off the slippery surface, and it's collected well by Kerin Chamberlain.
Emily Thomas with a little bit of space out on the left-hand side. I'm not sure whether it was a shot or a cross. I think Robin Pinder thinks it was a shot because she just hasn't reacted. A good opportunity there for Swansea in the attacking third. And
they built that well. Some nice passing movement down this left-hand side.
Yeah, for the last few minutes they seem to have settled down a little bit. I think first 5-6 minutes it definitely was Cardiff on the front foot, but now we see Swansea in a little bit of a possession, you know, using the width of the pitch a bit better. The centre-backs are getting a little bit of time on the ball, to be fair, and we hear in this instance now we see Nia Jones on the left-hand side with a good bit of space to use.
You could see what she was trying to do there. Play the ball inside the full-back to release Emily Thomas. One of Jamie Sherwood's first signings, Nia Jones, bringing experience into the defence to work with the younger players here at Swansea City. And here she is on the ball again. A wonderful opportunity, Jane, as well for these players to play on such a wonderful surface here at the Swansea.com.
Yeah, it's a lovely pitch to play on. I'm sure they're appreciative of that. I'm sure they'd like to play on it more often.
The ball played forward there, and Kerin Chamberlain well off her line.
It was a good thigh touch. I'm sure she wasn't concerned in any shape or form.
She wasn't as concerned as we were, I don't think. Possession stats, 49-51 in favour of Swansea City early on. Most of that possession's been with the back three of the three defenders. But here come Cardiff City. Barry looking for the run of Lisa Owen. Owen, always a willing runner down the right-hand side. Owen down the right. And this is Keogh. Keogh, again the ball cannons off the defender. We're not frightened to have a shot from well outside the box.
We're just seeing the replay here. Keogh, obviously a good first touch on our right foot, taking it onto our left, going around the Swansea City centre mid very easily there, to be fair, and why not have an opportunity on goal?
Thomas clears, looking for Pinder. Swansea will get a throw in. Molly Keogh, an interesting character, coming over from the Cayman Islands, a successful trial period with Cardiff City women. And she was one of the stars of last season's treble-winning team. 3 games played in the Adran Premier earlier on today. Aberystwyth beaten again 3-1 at home by Wrexham. Wrexham's first win. Cardiff Met losing heavily to Barry 5-1, and an interesting encounter. 1-1 between TNS women and Britain Ferry, which means Britain Ferry still stay top. They had their goalkeeper Courtney Young sent off, so had to play a lot of the game with just 10 players. But they do stay top by 1 point. But a win today would take Cardiff City to the top of the Genero Adran Premier. What do you make of Britain Ferry Llanssowell's start to the season?
Yeah, it's probably surprised a lot of people, to be fair. Not expected, but it's great to see a team coming in and competing really well. Probably shocking a few.
Certainly, and the next match is against Cardiff City next week. Oh, that's an excellent pass. Threaded through the midfield to Barry. Barry looking to release Billingham far side, but good pace there by Jess Williams. She clears only as far as Walcott. Ball played forward again, looking for Billingham. But excellent play by Cardiff City from the back, threading the ball through midfield.
Yeah, and if you're Cardiff City right now against the defensive organisation of Swansea, you're seeing a lot of space. There's a lot of space between the units when Swansea are defending. One thing I'm sure the coach, Jamie Sherwood, will want to see a change of is just more compactness defensively when they're out of possession. So there's a huge amount of space for any player in a blue shirt to play with right now.
Walcott so competitive in midfield, and the free kick is awarded against Walcott for the foul on Hancock's. You agree with this one, Jane?
I'm not sure, to be fair. It's the last part, isn't it? It's the last part. It's pulling shirt.
Kerry Walcott, signed in January 24 from West Bromwich Albion. With other Cardiff City players moving in the other direction. Seren Watkins and Rhian Oakley, an integral part of the treble-winning side. They've moved to the Hawthorns. So Ian Derbyshire really having to look to rebuild the squad, and has made several shrewd signings. And it'll be interesting to see many saying that the Adran Premier would be quite an open competition this year rather than one-way traffic. But Cardiff City have won their first 3 games, and a lot pinning on this first South Wales derby. Nia Jones looking to spread it wide to the right-hand side. It's headed clear by Fionn Price, helped on towards Kernock. Finch. And I would think, Jane, looking at the first quarter of an hour of play here, that Jamie Sherwood would be quite pleased with the way his side has started.
Yeah, in moments, but not like not turnovers in that position.
That's the mistake by Nia Jones, and Lisa Owen going for the Hollywood shot there with support in the middle, a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, I think both sets of players could have made different decisions there, to be fair. Obviously the turnover from a Swansea perspective, but then the early shot from Owen on the right-hand side, she could have taken that another 10 yards, I think, and committed the goalkeeper. It's easy when you're in the stand.
Yeah, quite right. And a number of supporters have come despite the poor weather here in the Swansea area. Great to see so many young supporters here as well. It was 0-0 here between Stoke City and Swansea City, the men's teams yesterday afternoon. A much warmer day, but a wetter day.
Swansea choosing to play fairly direct from their centre-backs right now, which I'm surprised by because of their organisation, because they have a lot of midfield players, so could potentially try and play through. They're obviously not seeing the gaps right now, so playing pretty direct, but not necessarily to a white shirt.
Nia Jones complaining about that decision, coming in through the back of Fiona Barry. Questioning the decision by Charlotte Carpenter, but clearly a foul. Free kick to Cardiff City, and Nia Jones has seen a lot of the ball. And it was her mistake that led to Ava Suckley's goal in Wrexham last Sunday. And she's been caught a couple of times already in possession outside her own box. Bowen feeds it through to Walcott.
So from a Swansea perspective, when they're deep in their own half, I think what we're seeing is pretty much a 5-3-2 defensive organisation, but there's quite a lot of gaps in the midfield area right now. So obviously the one thing I would say is I think it's a new shape for them, it's a new structure, so that they're not necessarily going to hit everything they want today with this, but they obviously believe in it being the right shape to go with the players they have right now.
Again, Cardiff looking to thread the ball through, but Emily Thomas has done well, and that's an excellent pass forward to Hosford. Hosford strong in the tackle, as was Shannon Evans. Two women committed to the tackle, Jane.
Yeah, it was a fair tackle, to be fair. Obviously, Katie Hosford's gone to ground there, but Shannon was just as committed, wasn't she, coming in to deal with that. So nothing wrong with it, just a strong tackle from both.
Swansea City don't play all of their home games at the Swansea.com stadium. First match was played at Llandarcy. Being such a huge fixture, one of the biggest of the season, they're here at the Swansea.com. And a speculative shot from Pinder from wide out is collected by Karen Chamberlain.
We've seen a few opportunities in this first 20 minutes where Swansea have got in and around the final third and probably are taking that shot one or two passes too early. There is another pass there to actually get into the box and retain possession. I'm sure it'll be something they'll try and build on as the game goes on.
Well, 19 minutes played. We still await the first goal here at the Swansea.com stadium. Now, there are important games to be played. It's an international weekend in the Nations League. It's Iceland away for Wales on Friday night, live on S4C from 7:20, and then home to Montenegro a week tomorrow night on Monday, again from 7:20, live on S4C. Craig Bellingham Craig Bellamy having named his squad, and including the returning Swan Joe Allen. Pinder, nice little turn, but turning into Fionn Price, and Cardiff clear. Both managers in your picture, Ian Derbyshire, far side Cardiff City coach, having won the treble last season. Jamie Sherwood, his first venture into the Genero Adran Premier, having taken over from Chris Church. Both having made significant signings over the summer. And I'm sure Jamie Sherwood will be pleased with the start that his side has made here. Jones, nice little ball into Cullen's feet, but that's a wasted pass by Cullen, and he's harmlessly through for a goal kick. We talked about Swansea playing some of their games here at the Swansea.com. Traditionally, when you see the pitch, it's a massive pitch, so it looks so much bigger perhaps than their normal surface that they play on. Fitness will be an important, integral part of this game, yeah?
Well, to be honest, Mike, I don't know if it is any bigger than the pitch they play on, but I guess the surroundings probably makes it feel a bit like that. Yeah, the physical side of the game, I'm sure Jamie and Ian would be able to share a little bit more with regards to what their targets are and how they're trying to compete. You know, at the end of the day, these teams want to win this league and they want to play in Europe, and what we've struggled to do in Europe over a few years is compete in that first round. So I think that is probably related to some physical elements, but other elements as well. So I'm sure each year, you know, they're trying to build in their levels.
We're halfway through the first half, and it's Emily Thomas who's tracking back the run by Lisa Owen, and it's through harmlessly to Claire Skinner. Neither goalkeeper really have been called into serious action in this first 22 minutes. It's Kernock forward. Oh, that was an opportunity. The timing of the run by Barry was good, but the ball a little too heavy.
Yeah, I think it was a Keogh on the ball. There was a good turn by her, but just a little bit overplayed with the pass. I think we're seeing now quite a lot Swansea getting the ball back, so we're seeing now we've got a little bit of space in midfield, we've got a pocket of space to use, but they're looking forwards all the time, but they're not necessarily hitting white shirts. It's 50-50 passes, and I'm sure that'll be something Jamie as head coach will want to try and change as the game goes on.
We've seen little of Stacey John Davis on the ball. This is Hancock's again, looking around, looking for, oh, there was a pull there, an obvious shirt pull by Fionn Price.
Yeah, it was good protection of the ball, to be fair, by Robin Pinder there, just holding her off, and obviously it's led to the foul in quite a good position for a delivery here.
Well, this is the first real opportunity that Swansea City women have had to get this ball into the box from a set piece. Williams and Jones both up from the back, and it's floated in. Oh, and on the far post there was half an opportunity there to Turner, the third of the centre backs, and it fell to Steph Turner, and the best opportunity of the match so far.
Don't think she thought that was coming to her, unfortunately, because I would have thought one of the Cardiff City girls would have put their head on this, but none of them jump. Oh, what an opportunity for Turner, but she obviously can't react that quickly, thinking he was going to be cleared, and he comes straight down onto her foot.
And I think she was being marked there by Megan Bowen, and she was on her heels, never attacked the ball. Well, that would have given Swansea so much confidence had they taken the lead. Interesting, they pushed all three centre-backs up for that set piece. And here's Stacey John Davis towards Pinder.
Well, they're trying to play through that midfield more now, and it's coming off. It's just in and around the box, isn't it? It's that final pass for Swansea, but I feel like for the last 10 minutes I've been speaking about Swansea a lot in possession. I think it's definitely switched over, hasn't it, as the game's gone on. Swansea having a lot more of the ball now.
Certainly growing into the game, Swansea City women. Skinner clears, Keogh. And that's good vision. Forward to Emily Thomas. Now Stacey John Davis is free inside. But she runs into trouble there. And the ball is played forward towards Kernock. Has Kernock got the pace? No, she hasn't, because Jess Williams is there on the cover. It was a clever pass there by Fiona Barry, wasn't it, Jane? Over the top, looking for the run of Kernock.
Again, it's just slightly overhit, isn't it? It's 50-50 passes right now from both teams when they're looking for that killer ball.
Hosford to Stacey John Davis. Loves the ball to feet.
I think that's another example, unfortunately, because there was an option wide right of her. Just to lay it off 5 yards to her right, and then obviously keep the play going. I just think that my one criticism right now from Swansea is they could just, there's another 1 or 2 passes in there before they're trying to get that shot on goal or that killer pass.
Well, if you remember the first sort of 10 minutes of play, I don't think Swansea found it difficult to come out of their own half, but since then they've grown into the game. They're getting the ball down to feet, and they are creating some half chances.
Yes, it's been a far more difficult last 15 minutes for Cardiff. Seeing a high press from Cardiff, obviously going after the goalkeeper here, Claire Skinner. And it's worked out for them, they're back in possession.
Pressure on Jess Williams, needs to be careful. Ball is in the air. Oh, and a collision there, and both women have gone down. They look to be slowly coming to her feet, Jess Williams. Her eyes were on the ball there, colliding with the Cardiff City forward. But Swansea keep possession. Tidy play by Stacey John Davis to Nia Jones, but a rather hopeful ball played forward.
Yeah, when the left centre-back, Nia Jones, gets it, you can see there's obviously a ploy here to try and play it on the outside shoulder of the right-side centre-back. We're just seeing the collision there. Obviously, both players are back up, so they're fine, so nothing in that. But, yes, obviously a ploy to try and exploit this wide area on the left-hand side for Swansea, but the balls aren't going where they need to go right now, unfortunately, for Swansea.
Throw down the line, and Swansea City winning another throw in the left wing position. It'll be Emily Thomas, Bristol Town player, with the throw. She was the Aberystwyth Town Young Player of the Season 22-23 before making the move down south. Thomas crosses. Challenge on Billingham. It's Neve Jenkins who's across, but again possession is conceded by Cardiff City to Jess Williams. Williams balls cannons off the Cardiff City player, kindly for Keogh, and Keogh has the opportunity. Oh, well played, Jess Williams there. That was excellent play. But again, Swansea give the ball away, and again it's Jess Williams in the right place to intercept the pass.
Yeah, from a Cardiff perspective, it was a good opportunity to break there. But Keogh, you could see she was waiting for somebody to just pop off and give her a feet option, and the three in front just kept running away. So again, opportunities. Midfielders are finding themselves in space in the central area of the pitch right now. It's just that pass forwards is not connecting.
He has a very pensive look on his face, Jamie Sherwood. I'm sure you'll be pleased. Half an hour played, 0-0 against last year's champions, all conquering Cardiff City. And they win the ball back again, Swansea City. Into Emily Thomas. And they win the throw down the left-hand side. Kernock, nice little touch into the feet of Billingham. Billingham surrounded by Swansea City defenders. Can she create space for a shot? So she passes well into the feet of Barry. Shot by Barry, charged down, cleared by Swansea. Pinder collects. Pinder looking to turn. But again, the Bluebirds regain possession. Loose ball in midfield, and it's Keogh who wins it back initially. Price to Billingham. Game needs a goal, Jane.
Yeah, look, a lot of the game right now is being played in the middle third, isn't it? Because as soon as it comes out of there from an attacking perspective, it's there's a turnover. So I'm sure from both sides' perspectives, they'll be trying to do better in those areas as the game progresses.
It was an interesting decision to leave Eliza Colley, last year's Genero Adran Premier top scorer, out of the starting lineup. Whether there was an issue regarding fitness, I don't know. I'm sure we'll see her before the end of the 90 minutes. Again, this is Keogh. Owen skips past Emily Thomas. Thomas claims the throw-in and wins it. Probably the Swansea City centre-backs have more touches of the ball than anybody else on show. Cardiff half marathon took place this morning, and the highlights will be on S4C tomorrow at 8:30. I think there were 29,000 runners today, Jane.
Well done to every single one of those runners. Nia Jones wasn't letting Barry go here. She tracked her for about 20 yards and eventually obviously brought her down. It's a definite foul, isn't it? She's lucky she left her shirt on her back.
Nia Jones, 32 years of age. Fiona Barry, 18. Signed from Bridgewater. She started the game against Twente Enschede in the Champions League, the two games that Cardiff City played. It's a North Macedonian side which they were disappointed to lose by 2-0. And as you suggested, Jane, that is the next step for our Genero Adran Premier teams, is to perform better in Champions League qualification. Here's Hosford. Hosford, good tackle from the side. Barry helps the ball on. And Steph Turner starting her first game of the season in the three at the back pattern. Has done really well. In fact, she's had the best opportunity. Here comes Finch. Opportunity to cross. Does so well. It's a great header on the volley. It's Katie Hosford. An excellent opportunity. She had time perhaps to take a touch there, Jane.
I think when she watches this back, she'll realise she had time to bring that down, settle herself and then slot her home. Yeah, look, obviously she backs her ability. She thought she could put that one in the back of the net, but she never really gets over it, does she? She does have time to bring that down there. Good opportunity for Swansea.
It was probably a better opportunity than the one that Steph Turner had from the corner, to be fair. Great cross by Lucy Finch. 10 minutes to go to half-time. Still await the first goal at the Swansea.com stadium. Match day 4 in the Genero Adran Premier. 7 points out of 9 for Jamie Sherwood, Swansea City. On to Stacey John Davis. Davis against Niamh Jenkins, who looks around for support. Pinder with the back heel, but nothing coming of that opportunity, and Cardiff City can break. But again, it's...
Yeah, there was there was a huge amount of space then for Lily Billingham when she picked that ball up. Obviously, Swansea girls working hard to get back, but just a poor decision from her, that pass forwards again.
It's the final pass for Cardiff City that's really let them down, isn't it? They have got themselves into good positions, but haven't been able to release the forward and get the right... the correct pass. Takes a long time on the ball, doesn't she, the goalkeeper? She's trying to push the defenders up, but then... oh, dear me. I think both sides, we know, can perform better than this. 9 minutes to half-time. Still 0-0 here at the Swansea.com stadium. Opportunities few and far between. A half chance for Steph Turner and a volley by Katie Hosford. And in terms of Cardiff City, all they've had really are a few speculative shots charged down by the central defenders. Oh, Meg Bowen is caught late there. And this could be a second yellow card, and it is. A Pinder this time sees yellow. Late tackle on Meg Bowen.
See Meg Bowen just pulling her right leg back here to play it. It was a high stud, wasn't it? I think Megan Bowen will probably be okay, because I don't think the stud quite connected, but yeah. I'm not sure if it was Megan Bowen who had the first one against her as well.
Yeah.
So her legs might be a little bit sore today.
I think she's in real pain here, you know, Jane. She was caught there because it was like a follow-through, wasn't it?
It was a high foot, to be fair, and studs up as well.
Opportunity here for the two managers to have words with their charges as we approach half-time. What do you think they'll be saying?
Well, to be honest, similar to us, I'd imagine. There's, like, for both teams, there's been opportunities where they pick the ball up with not much pressure on them in the central areas of the pitch, and they just force in play. They could just keep the ball, keep working the ball till an obvious opportunity to play into forwards opens up. It's a little bit too direct, I think, for both teams in possession right now.
Now, Izzy Taylor is the assistant coach to Jamie Sherwood, and Izzy Taylor has been part of the Wales pathway setup.
Yes, she has, I think, over the past few years. Well, we'll see if Megan Bowen manages to get back up, because she does look in quite a bit of pain right now. So we could see a change from Cardiff City.
Well, she was caught late there, and you can see she's in tears there.
Obviously, we have the benefits of the slow-mo and the replay, and you can see that I think both challenges that have earned the cards haven't necessarily been the best challenges, have they?
Well, she's back on her feet, but here's the incident. Am I being kind in saying that was a forwards challenge?
Yeah, look, I think you look at the game and where it is these days. If you're watching a Premiership men's game, that's a red card. That's probably the easiest way to say about the challenges so far. But different levels of the game, it's a different way of playing, I guess, and a different way of officiating at times as well.
Well, this is a significant stoppage for Megan Bowen. She is making her way to the sideline. I wonder if she will be able to continue here. She's taking some deep breaths. Quite a determined character is Megan Bowen, 19 years of age, signed from Barry. Under 19, under 17 Wales international. Crucial part of this newly built Cardiff City defence, and the Swansea City pushing up, forcing the error. Meg Bowen still awaits. She wants to come back on the field. Charlotte Carpenter continues to frustrate Meg Bowen. Strong in the tackle is Kernock.
She's actually waiting to come back on, because
I don't understand. Why is that? And now she's being called back on.
To be fair, having been on the side of the pitch myself, I can imagine that Ian is pretty frustrated right now. The 2 tackles that have gone on, that moment there, not getting players back on the pitch. I'm sure he'll feel a little bit hard done by so far in this match. Here we see Swansea again. Quite a bit of time in their build-up play.
Osford slides in, finds Hancock's.
You see the midfielders just asking the centre-backs to give him another pass, but they're choosing to go down in that channel area a lot. Obviously, it's part of the game plan, but I think the midfielders for Swansea, then, you could just see them going and asking for the ball off Nia Jones rather than playing down this left flank.
More deep breaths from Megan Bowen, but such a determined character. Back on the field despite the injury. Emily Thomas goes to ground, no foul. Barry inside to Kernock. Swansea clear, and space here for Katie Hosford. Stacey John Davis encouraging the run of Finch on the right hand side. Pinder the only one in the middle. It's towards Pinder. Hosford reaches the ball first, closed down by Lisa Owen. Owen does well, wins the ball back. Well, as we approach half-time, Jane, I'm sure Jamie Sherwood will be the happier of the 2 managers, and here comes Swansea again through Stacey John Davis.
I'm sure he will be. Obviously, he'd be happier if they can manage to get a goal from the possession they've had. But yeah, I think if you compare the first 10 minutes, where Cardiff were probably on the front foot compared to Swansea, the rest of this first half has been predominantly Swansea in possession.
Walcott, super pass, looking to release Fionn Price. Price, Barry in the middle, Price shoots, and it's an excellent save by the Swansea keeper Claire Skinner. The first time we've seen Fionn Price sprinting down that left-hand side, cuts in, excellent cross shot, excellent save.
Yeah, to be fair, it was definitely a shot, wasn't it? She set herself up for that. But the one thing Claire Skinner is very agile. She was a Welsh goalkeeper for many years with us, and she's extremely good with her feet, so I would have expected her to save that.
Claire Skinner brought back into the starting 11, and it is Price to take the corner as we approach the last seconds of this first half. Keogh. Again, Price is available.
She's just wanting some support behind it, isn't she? If you can see the pitch right now, Cardiff City will be annoyed with that.
And here's the break, and it's Stacey John Davis. Davis, well, not the best pass. You could see what she was trying to do to bring in Katie Hosford. Didn't quite have the legs. Well, despite the injury, only 2 minutes of added time at the end of this first half, and that again was an opportunity for Swansea to break. Price does well to get there, keeps possession. Billingham outside it. Good vision by Price, sweeps it out to Owen, into the feet of Barry, but again she runs into Emily Thomas, who's done a lot of good work tracking back for Swansea City. And here's Swansea, Stacey John Davis in the pocket, and she's taken down. I don't think the ref helped there, perhaps she's slightly in the way. Charlotte Carpenter, free kick awarded to Swansea.
Stacey John Davis is a threat. When she receives that ball on the half turn and then she picks up speed really quickly, she's a threat, and I think Swansea will be trying to look for her more often in the second half.
Well, we picked her out before the game as being probably the best opportunity Swansea City had of scoring goals today, and she's had more opportunities in the second half of this first 45, picking up the ball in the pockets. Late opportunity for Swansea City. Williams deep into the box. A foul in the box on a Cardiff City defender by Jess Williams, by Steph Turner. Your reflections on the first half, Jane?
To be fair, there's been moments for each team where they could have created some opportunities to score, but it's just that final pass. I think Swansea have obviously dominated a little bit more in possession, but have probably been too direct at times. I was expecting Cardiff City to be a little bit stronger in possession, but whether that's the shape that they're coming up against, whether it's the shape they've chosen today, or whether it's just, players aren't necessarily on their game, but they've struggled a bit more than what I was expecting.
And that is the final whistle, final action of the first half, with only a few opportunities. It was Pinder's tackle on Meg Bowen that led to a yellow card. Opportunities for Swansea for Turner and the volley by Hosford. But at half-time on the Swansea.com stadium, it's Swansea City women 0, Cardiff City 0.
yn y darbi fan hyn yn Abertawe. Mae wedi bod digon tanllyd, ond neb wedi cweit gallu tanio hyd yn hyn. Ambell hanner gyfle i'r elyrch, ond mae'n ddisgwr hyd yn hyn yn stadiwm Swansea.com. Croeso nôl ato ni, mae hon wastod yn gêm enfawr. Bob tymor, Nia Davies, prif hyfforddwr tîm Dan 19 Cymru, sydd yn gwmni i fi heno. Nia, mae wedi bod yn hanner cyntaf bach od, achos ni'n gallu gweld be mae'r ddau dîm yn trial wneud, ond sneb wedi cweit gallu cael gafel ar y gêm.
Mae'r meddiant wedi crawsnewid yn llawer o weithiau. Maen nhw'n colli'r pêl llawer a di neb wedi cael gafel o'r gêm yma. Mae'n dda i gweld bod Abertawe wedi gwneud i gwaith cartre, maen nhw wedi newid siap. A dwi'n meddwl mae hyn wedi helpu dipyn bach yn y cefn. Ond mae'n bach yn... sam llawer o ergydion wedi bod yn y gêm yma.
Na, ond ni yn mynd i weld yr ergydion sydd wedi bod hanner ergydion really i'r elyrch. Be wneud i o'r gwaith ymosodol mae Abertawe wedi bod yn trial wneud, Nia?
Maen nhw wedi cael cyfleon. Ti'n gwybod, Steph Turner fan'na, falle wedi yn well defnyddio thrwyd dde, ond mae hynna'n siawns. A maen nhw yn trio gorau i mynd mewn i y penalty box Caerdydd, ond just y final ball neu'r final shot na ddim yn dod erbyn hyn.
Ti'n newydd dweud maen nhw wedi newid i siap nhw ar gyfer y gêm yma, so be'n union maen nhw wedi newid ni am?
Maen nhw wedi mynd i 3-5-2, yn union fel Caerdydd, felly maen nhw'n matcho i gilydd. Ti'n gwybod, mae yna 3 a 3 yn y canol, so sam llawer o peli mynd trwy canol cae. Ond mae yna gwagle tu ôl wingbacks Abertawe, a dwi'n meddwl mae Caerdydd wedi cymryd y siawnsiau yna i mynd tu ôl y wingbacks.
Un peth nath ni sôn amdano cyn y gêm ni oedd camgymeriadau amddiffynol Abertawe, a ni wedi gweld yr un fath o gamgymeriadau yn digwydd unwaith eto heddi.
Maen nhw weithiau yn bach yn llac gyda'i pasio, ti'n gwybod fel y siampl yma. Maen nhw'n llac ddim yn edrych ar ôl y pêl digon, neu yn cymryd gormod o cyffyrddiadon. So felly, maen nhw'n gofod mynd yn well efo hynna. Falle mae 3 yn y cefn yn helpu, achos maen nhw efo bach o fel security yn y cefn. Ond eto, maen nhw angen gwella gyda hyn.
Fai mae hwnna'n wario o ran hyder yr amddiffynwyr wedyn ni, os i ti yn cadw wneud camgymeriadau bach?
Mae'n gwneud dawt yn bach yn meddwl chi. Pan ydych chi'n cael y pêl, ydych chi'n gwybod bod Caerdydd yn mynd i pwyso. Felly mae first touch yn bwysig iawn iddyn nhw cael yn iawn. Felly mae'n rhoi bach o dihyder yn y amddiffyn.
Un o ser Caerdydd ni iawn, un o ser y gyngrair Ffion Price. Mae'r elyrch wedi llwyddo i gadw hi'n eitha tawel, ond am y cyfle yma ddath just cyn hanner amser.
Hynna lle mae'r gwagle tu ôl y wingback, so mae hi'n un gyda llawer o egni, a mae'n neud i'r golgeidwad wneud seif arbennig fan'na. Mae yn dod mewn i canol cae weithiau sy'n gallu achosi problemau i Swansea, ond mae wedi bod yn eitha dawel, ond wedyn mae'n gallu cael cyfle, mae'n cymryd o fel arfer.
Mae wedi bod yn gêm eitha tanllyd a eitha corfforol hefyd. Ni wedi gweld ambell i dacl ni a lwcus bod pob chwaraewr dal ar y car.
Mae'r challenge yma yn eitha ddrwg. Mae'n cael cadw'n melyn am hyn, ond dwi'n meddwl mae'n eitha lwcus. Ond oedd hi'n gynnar yn y gêm, a wedyn Robin Pinder wedyn yn mynd yn galed ar Meg Bowen, ac eto yn hwyr. Felly, y 2 striker Abertawe ar cerdyn melyn.
Diolch yn fawr iawn am y tro. Reit, chi siŵr fod yn gallu gweld bod pawb ar y rhaglen yn gwisgo'r bathadynau bach coch yma heddi i ddangos cefnogaeth i ymgyrch Show Racism, The Red Card. A mae Nicky John yng Nghymru Gŵr sydd yn mynd i esbonio bach mwy am yr ymgyrch.
Diolch, Sianad. Yes, I'm here with Dean Pemble from Show Racism, The Red Card. Dean, thank you for joining us, because I know it's a particularly busy time for you at the moment, isn't it? Tell us a little bit about what you've got going on at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. It's our month of action at the moment, which is where football clubs across Wales show their support for Show Racism Red Card and the anti-racism movement by completing a match day action. We got the women's teams today wearing the shirts, holding the cards up. We got things in the programme as well, sharing anti-racism message, but also across the whole of Wales there's football clubs supporting our campaign and showing their stance against racism in all its forms.
And I was just saying to you, I can remember years and years ago, about 16 or 17 years ago, going to a launch day for Show Racism, The Red Card in Wales, and it's something that's just grown and grown since, hasn't it?
Definitely. So we've been going 17 years in Wales, 28 years across the UK, and last year we had 1 million people educated through our education programmes. So it's a fantastic achievement and continue to grow and grow every year.
And there's a big day coming up at the end of the month, isn't there? Tell us a little bit about Wear Red Day and how do we get involved?
Yeah, so Wear Red Day is our annual fundraiser and awareness raiser. Last year we had 600,000 people across the UK, 136,000 of those were in Wales, so there's a massive support for Show Racing Red Card in Wales. So we're looking to hit 1 million this year, so we're encouraging football clubs, schools, all different organisations to get involved, wear red, raise funds and show their support for Show Racism and the Red Card on the 18th of October this year.
Fantastic. I'm sure you'll have lots and lots of people. Will definitely be wearing red that day. Just very briefly, you do know Ian Derbyshire, the Cardiff manager, pretty well as well, don't you?
Yeah, so before my role as Show Racing Red Card, I used to actually work for Cardiff City. So yeah, Ian was one of the staff I worked with at Cardiff City. So yeah, I also know Jamie Sherwood, the manager for Swansea. So I'm
keeping the balance.
Yeah, got to keep the balance. And it's been a great day so far. Good game of football, and hopefully the second half will be just as good.
Oh, it's great to speak to you this afternoon, Dean. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Ecwyl fer sydd nesaf gyda ni rwan, ond dewch yn ôl ar gyfer yr ail hanner rhwng Abertawe a Chaerdydd mewn cwpl o funudau.
Welcome back to Red Button commentary here at the Swansea.com stadium. At half-time, it was Swansea City 0, Cardiff City 0. An early start to the second half and an early start for Cardiff to Swansea City. A corner to the Swans. Hosford, half an opportunity, edge of the box, and it's Megan Bowen who's recovered from that nasty injury at the end of the first half. She's back on her feet. Well, Jane, Megan Bowen back on the field for the start of the second half. We've had very few opportunities, perhaps the best of them falling to Katie Hosford for Swansea City and Fionn Price for Cardiff City. What would have been said at half-time in the changing rooms?
I'm sure both managers would expect a bit more from both sets of players right now. I'm sure Swansea definitely in possession. For me, it would have been just make those decisions when we've got possession of the ball. Is it right to look direct and look forwards, or play another pass? Here we see them now just on the edge of the box with Katie Hosford.
Important interception there by Walcott, did really well. Cardiff City clear, but it's Swansea City who have started on the front foot.
Yeah, and I think from a Cardiff perspective, it would be a case of get hold of the ball, girls, because they haven't seen as much of the ball as I'm sure they would have expected to in this game so far.
Yeah, ball played forward there, the little touch caught Robin Pinder offside. And Nia Jones there encouraging the young charges. It's been a good performance by Swansea City, really. I think perhaps Cardiff City starting the match clear favourites, winning 3 out of 3. They've made a really positive start this season. Swansea City, meanwhile, a late winner against Cardiff, met 0-0 home against Barry and winning by 3-2 away at Wrexham. Hancock wins the ball back to Finch. The ball stayed in. Williams has done well, and the foul on Jess Williams earned Swansea a free kick.
Surprised Jess Williams didn't look inside then, because two centre-backs were free and could have been a switch of play, but they've managed to do it now anyway, so obviously from the free kick.
I'm sure one of the pieces of information Jamie Sherwood would have been putting over to his young players at half-time would have been not to give the ball away so cheaply, and that's exactly what we've seen there now. You know, try and build from the back, yes, but try and keep possession as much as possible through midfield.
Because when they have played through central areas, they've done pretty well, especially when Stacey, who's playing, Stacey John Davis, who's playing as one of the 10s, actually gets on the ball on the half-turn, and we see her here now just getting on the ball, and she can be dangerous when she's facing forwards because of her pace.
And this is the surprising thing, particularly for myself, who saw Cardiff City win comfortably at Wrexham at the beginning of the season. I expected them perhaps to dominate a little bit more than they have this evening, but credit to the Swansea City women and the setup from Jamie Sherwood, and they are growing in confidence. And there is a head injury in midfield.
The ball went into the face of Katie Hosford.
Yeah.
See Fionn Price obviously trying to clear the ball as she was getting up from the ground and hits Katie Hosford in the face.
It is a damp, drizzly, misty, murky evening here at the Swansea.com stadium. And the poor weather here in South Wales led to the postponement, the abandonment of the game between Britain Ferry and TNS in the Cymru Premier this afternoon. They did play about 10 minutes, but Bryn Markham-Jones bringing the game to an end. Waterlogged pitch. No such problems here at the Swansea.com. But it's still 0-0 between Swansea City women and Cardiff City women. Swansea making a positive start to this second half. Pinder to Emily Thomas. Thomas crosses, but it's a little too close to Kerin Chamberlain, the Cardiff City goalkeeper. Played by Hancock's round the corner to Katie Hosford. Hosford past Meg Bowen. Can she put it back? She does! And it was an opportunity on the right foot for Stacey John Davis. Head in hands moment for Swansea women. Great opportunity, Jay.
Katie Hosford does well here to brush off the challenge, and obviously down on the right hand side, ready for the pullback, and it's good defending in the end from, was it Shannon Evans who slid in? Yeah. It was a good decision by her, because otherwise that would have been a free hit for Stacey John Davis.
Good play by Swansea City down the right hand side, creating the opportunity for Hosford. Good vision by the Swansea captain to pull that ball back, but excellent anticipation by Shannon Evans. Ball back with the experienced Claire Skinner, sweeps it out to the left hand side. Walcott, good run by Keogh. Opportunity here to feed Lisa Owen, but a mistimed run by Owen, and she's offside. That was a good chance. Delayed.
Good opportunity, yes, just that final pass again, isn't it? Trying to break the back line. Let's just see here, obviously the run's a little bit earlier, the timing, movement not quite right.
Just thinking Molly Keogh, she could have played that first time. Frustration for Lisa Owen. Scored last week against TNS. Really popular member of the Cardiff City squad, but it's Emily Thomas who's receiving treatment. Not sure what's happened here.
No, I didn't pick up what happened there, to be fair. She looks in a bit of pain right now.
Jamie Sherwood, the new Swansea City head coach. Plenty of notes. Attention to detail. Really experienced manager in the women's game.
Yeah, and it's a different. Sorry to interrupt you, Mike. No. It's a different challenge for him coming here, because look, it's a amateur team. Granted, I think there are contracts now for players, but it's pretty much an amateur team. 2 nights a week training and do your best on a weekend. And for me, I would love to see the game in Wales move forwards from that, because we're in one of the best stadiums we have. Obviously, 2 teams representing 2 of our biggest clubs in Wales. But when it comes to the women's games and the players you're seeing on the pitch right now, they're full-time workers elsewhere, more than likely. And I think that always has to just be acknowledged, because they aren't full-time professionals that we're watching on this pitch tonight. And it'd be great in the future if we can get to that point. Because if we look at our close neighbours and you look at the Scottish League and the great things they've done over the last few years and how quickly they've built, we're very, very, very far behind our Celtic neighbours in that sense, and Ireland as well. So I think it's, from a domestic perspective, it would be lovely if we can catch up with how well the national teams have done over the last few years. If we can get our domestic setups more supported and financially supported, I think it would be great, because these girls will just get more, which means the quality of what they're able to do week in and week out will be better.
The good news for Swansea City, Emily Thomas has recovered. It was an injury to her arm. Oh, Karen Chamberlain. Well, she likes to play the sweeper-keeper role outside her box there, but almost a complete embarrassment miss-hit there by Chamberlain. Oh, and an opportunity here. Must be a goal or heavy touch, but it's in! And who else but Stacey John Davis takes advantage of the mistake. I thought perhaps it was a heavy touch, but she kept her head and on her right foot swept the ball home. Ecstasy here at the Swansea City Stadium. Swansea City 1, Cardiff City 0.
Well, if there was going to be one player scoring a goal for Swansea tonight, I think we would have put our house on Stacey getting that goal, to be fair. She's looked lively, and here's another moment of her being lively. Just right on the front foot, pinches the ball. 1 minute, I thought the defender was actually going to nick it off her, but she doesn't. She gets enough power on this strike for it to get into the back of the net. Great goal by her.
It was a brave effort by Niamh Jenkins coming across, skips past goalkeeper Chamberlain. Across comes Niamh Jenkins, but a right foot shot was enough to beat the defenders on the line. And it's super. Stacey John Davis, her 3rd goal of the season already. missed a lot of last season with a nasty shoulder injury in the first game up at Wrexham. But she's put the Swans ahead. Swansea City women 1, Cardiff City women 0. And on the balance of play, Jane, they deserve that goal.
Yeah, I agree. I think, you know, we've been speaking for a lot of this match how well or how much in control Swansea were potentially up until the final third. But they've managed to obviously add that final third bit in now. Be interesting if we see Cardiff City respond from a personnel perspective or a shape perspective, because I don't think we've seen the best of them today yet.
Ball played forward, but again it's a heavy pass. No opportunity at all for Billingham or Fiona Barry and Kernock to get on the ball there. And I wonder how long it will be before Ian Derbyshire brings Eliza Colley on, last season's Genero Adran Premier top scorer. Skinner clears, Pinder waits. She's beaten in the air by Meg Bowen. This is Kehoe. How will Cardiff City respond? Kehoe right round through the middle. They expected the goalkeeper to come off her line. She didn't.
It's a good decision by Nia Jones in the end there, to be fair, because you can see her putting her hand out, waiting for Claire Skinner to come. The goalkeeper stays, and Nia has to make the clearance.
Throw taken quickly. Fionn Price, attempted cross. Ball is charged down. Here's Pinder. Swansea really need to keep the ball now. Cardiff City trying to increase the tempo and pace of this game. Price crosses, but no danger for Skinner there. And here comes the goal once again, Jane.
Yeah, obviously Cardiff trying to build up from the back here on the right-hand side, but it's too slow, isn't it? It's lackadaisical, and obviously Stacey John Davis, quick feet, in she gets it, and really strong, obviously, to get that shot off before the centre-back gets the tackle in. But does really well to go around the goalkeeper as well, to be fair to her. She's moving at pace.
Well, it was great anticipation in the first place. The mistake by Shannon Evans, and here's the scorer, Stacey John Davis. Well, the idea was right, but Pinder went one way and the ball went the other. And it's Swansea now first to every ball. Cullen. Williams, slight push in the back there. Swansea City staff, they want a free kick. They're not going to get it. It's a throw to Cardiff City. And Stacey John Davis has been a wonderful servant for this club. Has been here since 2013. Scored 15 goals in 16 games 2 seasons ago. But was really hampered by a nasty shoulder injury sustained up at Wrexham at the beginning of last season. But she's bounced back really well. A 3rd goal of the season, and she always scores special goals, important goals. We did well to pick her out at the beginning, Jane.
That's a great choice by us, wasn't it? We'll take the plaudits for that. But to be fair to her, she's been really impactful when she's had the ball tonight.
Good first touch by Walcott and vision, but unfortunately for Cardiff City, Kernock standing in an offside position. And the first substitution of the evening is about to be made, and it'll be made by Cardiff City on the hour. Oh, it is in fact Swansea who make the change, and it's Emily Thomas, that arm injury hampering her. And coming on is Chloe Chivers, a unique talent. Chloe Chivers, strong, has great vision, a bullet shot, scores spectacular goals. And it's Laura Kernock that's left for Cardiff City, and Michaela Cook is on for Cardiff City, her first appearance of the season. Really quick player, full of skills, come through the under-19s pathway. 4 goals, 3 assists last season for Michaela Cook. And here is Chivers, and her first thought is to go for goal, her first touch. And she is a special talent.
We've seen her score many of those goals over the years, through all the age groups with Wales, and yes, she's definitely a goal scorer.
Niamh Jenkins plays the ball forward. The interception again by the three central defenders. This time Jess Williams for the Swans, and a little bit more space now in the midfield for Swansea City. Skinner clears. There will be more rugby on S4C. Newport versus Llandovery this Thursday. Live online from 5:15. The club rugby, Newport versus Llandovery. Just under half an hour to play. The Swans have the lead. Stacey John Davis's excellent anticipation and finish, giving Swansea the lead. Last year, the teams met on 5 occasions. 3 wins for Cardiff, 2 for Swansea. Swansea were the only team to defeat Cardiff City women last season in 2 league matches. Is there anything tactically now then, Jane, that Cardiff need to do differently in order to get a foothold back in this game?
Well, to be honest, from a defensive perspective, obviously a bit more compactness would help them when Swansea are breaking right now. As you can see, there's quite a lot of space, especially in central areas of the pitch. But I think if you look at the game throughout the 60 minutes today, there's been spells where they've turned over the ball or they're building up, and it's just the detail of the passing hasn't been great today, to be fair. You know, there may be 1-2, but that third one's not happening, or that pass forwards has been a 50-50 pass rather than a good detailed pass into their front line. So I'm sure we'll see them play better than what we've seen in this first 60 minutes throughout the season.
Again, Swansea step in, win the ball back. Nice little ball down the line, but again, unfortunately, Stacey John Davis's run is made from an offside position.
Be interesting to see if we see many more personnel changes from a Cardiff City perspective.
Well, Michaela Cook, 20 years of age, as I said, came through, played in the Welsh Cup final, and was very influential in that win against Wrexham at Rodney Parade. Coming back into form. Again, Swansea win it back in midfield. Ball played forward by Chivers, again looking for the run of Stacey John Davis. Bowen, long ball downfield. I must admit, I did think that Eliza Colley, she must be hampered by some sort of injury. The last season's top scorer in the league, being left out of the starting lineup. Maybe gamble on the last 20 minutes, Jane, if you've got perhaps an injury, I don't know, but she's named on the bench, Eliza Colley.
Yeah, it'd be interesting whether we see personnel changes or structural changes, because to be fair, with the structures that both teams have taken up tonight, Swansea have obviously had the better of this. They're managing to play within this shape and structure far better in possession than Cardiff.
And the attendance tonight, 2,225. Excellent attendance on what has been a really inclement afternoon of weather and evening here down in South Wales. Poured with rain all the way down from the west today. And it's great to see so many here. And a good afternoon for Swansea City so far. It's Cardiff City building down the right-hand side. The run by Fiona Barry. Throw taken inside towards Wallcliffe, and again they concede possession, and you can see the frustration in the faces of the Cardiff City players.
Yeah, they're on different pages today as players, aren't they? You can see the reaction of both teammates there, obviously thinking that one was going to do something else.
Well, Jamie Sherwood, he will be so pleased with the way his players have performed this evening, frustrating and working so hard and creating the all-important opportunity which Stacey John Davis has taken. Cullen, a little dink, wins the throw-in down the right-hand side. Swansea City have won 6 league titles in the past, won Genero Adran Trophy, won 3 Welsh Cups, but no trophy in the last 2 seasons. And if they do manage to hold on tonight and get the 3 points, taking the bragging rights as we spoke about at the beginning of the evening, Jane, so important early on in the season, match day 4 today.
Yeah, it's important, but look, there's a long way to go. So it's nice for whichever team manages to take away the points tonight, but I'm sure both teams will still want to improve as the season goes on.
Well, they need to do something. There's only a quarter of the game left. Swans lead by a goal to 0. There's Britain Ferry home for Cardiff City next weekend. Another difficult fixture. And here comes Swansea. Excellent pullback. Who can get to the ball first? Ball cannons out. Who gets the throw? It goes the way of Cardiff City. Katie Hosford, she's worked really hard, hasn't she, this evening for the team? Real captain's performance.
Yeah, to be fair, all the Swansea City team are putting a shift in tonight. You know, they're getting around the pitch, they're doing their job really well. They've managed to get the goal for the hard work they've put in. I'm sure the manager will challenge them to get a few more still with the 20 minutes or a little bit more than 20 minutes we have left.
Well, a win in this game for Swansea City will move them up to 2nd position and equal on points with Britain Ferry. Cardiff City will move down to 3rd place. Still can't see any movement on that Cardiff bench for Eliza Colley. Looks like they're going to stick with Fiona Barry and Laura Kernock. But here is Barry. Long range shot off target. And to be honest with you, Jane, I can't remember Cardiff City having a shot in the second half apart from this one.
No, and obviously Barry there on the ball, she's moved a little bit higher during the second half. She did well in midfield first half, but yeah, hasn't seen much of the ball this second period yet.
Chivers, clever play, looking to release Fitcher, and there's a collision on the far side there, and both girls have gone down. And is it Megan Bowen again? This time a collision with Lucy Finch, a heavy one. Both physios rush on. Well, Meg Bowen, she really has been in the wars this evening. Well, Meg Bowen has been booked for that challenge, Jane. I don't know if you agree on that with that one.
I think it was a bit of a block, wasn't it, if we look back at it. obviously the ball's gone past her. And you could challenge that she probably couldn't slow down. But she's definitely come off the worst there.
Well, a yellow card for Meg Bowen, and she really has been in the wars. Injured her right ankle at the end of the first half. Robin Pinder seeing yellow for that. Almost looks a little concussed after that.
It's always a little bit concerning when you see players reacting like that after a bang on the head.
Free kick to Swansea City. Opportunity to hit it long into the box. Who gets the first touch? This is Hancock's. And it's out for a corner. The deflection off the Cardiff City player. Hancock's on her left foot. Again, the three central defenders are up from the back, including Steph Turner. Turner had that opportunity in the first half, in towards the near post. Stacey John Davis on her right foot, out by Megan Bowen, back by Hancock's. And here is Jess Williams. Oh, what an opportunity to double the Swans lead, and she knows it. A head-in-hands moment again, an opportunity perhaps to seal the 3 points.
Just see the flick on here by Nia Jones, and it could have been one of two players there, to be fair. They've caught the Cardiff City backline slightly high, and Jess Williams is the one that ends up on the end of it. A little bit more time than she might have expected there. Turner or Williams could have had a pop at that one.
Barry clear from the Walcott pass. Slight shove, opportunity. Oh, great save. Good save by Claire Skinner in the Swansea City goal. A shake of the head from Fiona Barry. She was clear there, Jane.
Yeah, there was a bit of a tackle on the edge of the box there where I thought Barry was going to go down, but she didn't, to be fair to her, and managed to get her shot off. But not good enough to get past Claire Skinner tonight.
Yeah, she's looking to lift that ball over the top of the experienced keeper, who's got 7 caps for Wales. Stood her ground, Claire Skinner. A young Barry has to wait for her goal. Here's Stacey John Davis. Excellent control to begin with. She's going to be closed down. No foul there. Keogh. An excellent cover tackle by Cullen. In Cardiff City are thinking of a further substitution. Hosford battles well. Excellent play between her and Stacey John Davis, and they win a throw down the right-hand side. It's been a better second half. And here comes the substitution, and here comes Eliza Colley. And they're going to sacrifice a midfield player here. Kerry Walcott is taken off. Eliza Colley comes on, last season's top scorer in the Genero Adran Premier. 17 goals. An academy product, still only 19 years of age, has the 1 goal this season against Wrexham. Meanwhile, Stacey John Davis dances past Niamh Jenkins, and it will be a yellow card for Jenkins.
See again, Stacey John Davis again, decent on the ball. She pushes it past Niamh Jenkins, and obviously the defenders just ended up pulling her back to try and recover.
Unceremoniously bundled over there by Niamh Jenkins, but clever play by Stacey John Davis. Everything that's been good about Swansea City's play today has gone through Davis, culminating in that goal 10 minutes into the second half. Now this is Chivers over the free kick. Wall of 2 for Cardiff City. Chivers towards the far post. Important header by Shannon Evans. Billingham, we've seen very little of her in the second half. On from Fionn Price. Cardiff want a free kick, they're not going to get it. more protestations on the line. Ball is headed clear. We're going to have a dramatic end to this. Ffion, well, a free kick is awarded in the end, but the ball there, that's a bit of advantage. Would have helped Jane, I don't know.
It's bouncing around a bit, wasn't it? And Cardiff City were expecting a couple of free kicks there.
Well, it's interesting because Ffion Price has now moved into midfield for Cardiff City, allowing important interception there by Meg Bowen, and here is Price on the ball. Can she feed an effective ball through? Well, it's through here. Skinner has to be aware, but there is an offside flag. Swansea 1, Cardiff 0. Less than 15 minutes left here at the Swansea.com stadium. Long from Swansea, headed clear. Ball bounces kindly here. Oh, excellent tackle by Nia Jones. And a lovely ball threaded through for Stacey John Davis, but unfortunately offside flag against Chloe Chivers. That's really unlucky for Swansea. They played that one really well.
Be an interesting one to look back at, because the left-sided centre-back is 3 yards deeper than Chloe Chivers from, to be fair, we're at an angle. So maybe I haven't got that right, but I thought she was onside.
Well, Ffion Price feeds the ball through. No offside here. Cross comes in. Skinner calls and Skinner catches. And she will take her time. A double bill from Scorio on Friday night. European under-21s international. It's Wales home to the Czech Republic at Rodney Parade Friday at 5:30 online, and then in the Nations League it's Wales away at Iceland. Programme starts live on S4C from 7:20. The Montenegro game following on the Monday. So plenty of football to come here on S4C and with us here on Scorio. Meanwhile, back at the Swansea.com stadium. A little over 10 minutes to play. Question for you, Jane. Are Cardiff City going to equalise?
That's the second time tonight you've asked me to see the future. I don't know what people have said to you, but I can't. But in all honesty, in all seriousness, from what we've seen from the first nearly 80 minutes, I don't think so, unfortunately. Yeah. But having said that, there could be a break in the next 10 to 15 minutes and they get a good opportunity. But we haven't seen enough from them tonight. It's been very much more Swansea City in possession that have had the best of the play. I think when Cardiff reflect on this game, I'm sure they'll be a little bit disappointed with the performance levels, and definitely their possession in the opposition half tonight has been poor. But having said that, for Cardiff City fans out there, there's still probably around 15 minutes to go. Anything can happen.
Well, we spoke a little bit earlier on. I spoke with my co-commentator Dylan Ebenezer about perhaps the age profiles of both sides. The young legs in the Cardiff City team, 5 players over 30 in the Swansea City starting 11, but then full of experience as well. And game management is now crucial as we enter the last 10 minutes. Meg Bowen, one of the youngsters in the Cardiff City team, 19 years of age, ball played forward, beats everyone. Through to Kerin Chamberlain. They'll want to try and speed things up now. And Chamberlain looks to... and that's really summed up Cardiff City's evening. Michaela Cook berates the pass that she's received there from Kerin Chamberlain. Throw to Swansea City, and they're taking all the time, taking the sting out of the game. Treble winning Cardiff City from season 2023-24. lost only twice throughout the whole season. 2 Genero Adran games, once at home, once away to Swansea City. They're going to relive the nightmare here, and this is Stacey John Davis. That's a lovely cross, but it's a little too close to Kerin Chamberlain, and she can start another Cardiff City attack. You can see the Swansea City players rushing back into their shape. Cook under pressure.
Swansea City have stuck to task tonight defensively. They've worked extremely hard. It's working. They're nullifying Cardiff City in their build-up play. We see again as a turnover and Swansea are back in possession, and we've seen a lot of that tonight. Cardiff City unable to get some quality build-up play, and part of the reason is because Swansea defensively have done very well. It's interesting to just watch Swansea organisationally when they're getting back into shape, and the one player that you can hear in this stadium amongst everybody else is Nia Jones. And to be fair, I do know Nia very well, and I think obviously netball's loss right now is definitely football's gain, because she's very much a leader within teams, and I think though she'll need some time to bed back in as a footballer.
Oh, quick feet by Hosford. Chivers! Oh, it fell on her favoured left foot as well. Slicing her shot away from goal, but again, excellent play by captain Katie Hosford.
Yeah, and I was expecting this to go in the back of the net, I'll be honest. She'll be disappointed with that bending off the outside of her foot, Chloe Chivers. But again, an opportunity for Swansea in the attacking third.
Yeah, he spoke highly there of Nia Jones, and there she is in picture. And she has led the Swansea City women really well tonight. After the first 15 minutes, you felt that they were going to be under the cosh for a lot of the game, but they survived that period, built into the game, have got the all-important goal, and are really deserving of the lead.
They are, very much so, and you'd think it's going to be 3 points right now, unless Cardiff City can change something.
I'm sure Ian Derbyshire would take the draw now if he could. But here is Nia Jones. Cullen, but she's robbed in midfield by Kehoe. Lisa Owen, slowed up by the challenge by Nia Jones. 2 against 1 there. Cullen gets the tackle in. Throw into Cardiff City, far side. Time running out for the Bluebirds. Less than 6 minutes to play here. The young voices of the Swansea City supporters trying to raise their charges to a 3 points derby win. Hosford again glides past Niamh Jenkins, tries to feed Stacey John Davis. Ball is played forward. Nobody from Cardiff seems to anticipate the ball played forward, do they?
Well, to be fair, and we've mentioned it a few times, it's like in possession tonight, the Cardiff City players are on a different page. It's not quite clicking, is it?
And you have to give a lot of credit to Jamie Sherwood and his coaching staff at Swansea City. They have frustrated their opponents this evening. Very few opportunities for the champions this evening. Ball played forward. Pinder, another collision, and it will go in favour.
There's been some strong tackles tonight from Robin Pinder. You can see the reaction of the Cardiff City bench again on that last challenge. I think they were expecting a free kick.
Plenty of experience, Robin Pinder. 9 seasons with Cardiff Met. Won the league championship on 5 occasions. Katie Hosford, 10 seasons with Swansea City. Really led through example. into the last 5. Fiona Barry and Eliza Colley now leading the line for Cardiff City. Ball played into the feet of Lily Billingham. We've seen very, very little of Billingham this evening. That's to the credit of the Swansea City midfielders who've closed her down. Here's Keogh, who's having to come really deep to collect. Now, can she thread a ball put through? She can, to Billingham. Billingham down the right-hand side. Colley waiting for the cross. Billingham delays it, turns. Surrounded by Swansea City defenders, crowded out in the end. But here comes Owen. Owen crosses. Oh, here's the opportunity for Colley, but Skinner gets there first. A little fortunate Swansea there to escape.
Yeah, a little fortunate, because that could have gone anywhere. But thankfully, if you're a Swansea fan, it's gone into Claire Skinner's hands. But I think it just highlighted defensive commitment from Swansea, how many bodies they had back then dealing with the attack on the right-hand side from Cardiff. There's a huge defensive commitment from this Swansea team tonight.
And sometimes, perhaps, you know as a player, it's not going to be your night when something like that happens. An attempted clearance goes straight to the goalkeeper, and here's Pinder. Pinder does really well, and the Swans clear up towards Stacey John Davis. They need somebody to hold that ball up now, the Swans. They're coming under increasing pressure, as was you'd expect from the champions. Is Shannon Evans for Cardiff City. Forward looking for Billingham, and it's going to be a booking for Lily Billingham, the foul on Finch.
Tonight's attendance here at the Swansea.com Stadium, 2,225. Thank you, Jack Daniel, for that fantastic idea on this Saturday.
To be fair, there's not much I can say about that one. That was a bit of a flippant thing. Well, if you've gone past me, you're not going to keep going because you're going down.
A foul of frustration, Jane.
Yes, definitely. Look, there's a lot of players in the blue shirts tonight that have looked a little bit frustrated all the way through the game with regards to their in-possession play. I think they're looking at each other thinking, girls, we could do better than this. But for this game, it hasn't quite clicked for them.
Kath Morgan has named Stacey John Davis as the player of the match. Agree with that one?
I think that's an obvious one, isn't it? Really good game from her. Really, from an attacking perspective, has lit the game up for her team. And obviously has put a shift in defensively as well.
Billingham. Diving header clear by Swansea. Ball played forward. Shannon Evans with the back heel to Price. And really, we've seen very little of Fionn Price as an attacking threat, apart from that chance at the end of the first half. She's been moved into midfield. And here she is on the ball. Can she create one opportunity for the Cardiff City forwards? Jenkins, and again it's a loose pass, this time from Niamh Jenkins. More frustration for Ian Derbyshire. We're into the last minute, Jane. It doesn't look as if the champions are going to get the equaliser. Chivers forward, looking for the run of Stacey John Davis, the player of the match. It breaks to Cardiff City. Be interesting to see how much added time we have. Michaela Cook on as a substitute, cuts inside. Cullen dives in, ball with Price. Price, the reverse pass. And offside. And there are 4 added minutes at the end of what has been an exciting second half, it must be said.
Yeah, it's been a far higher tempo second half than the first 45 minutes, and obviously right now it's 1-0 to Swansea. They'll be hoping they're going to go away with the 3 points, but there's a few more minutes left, so we'll see if Cardiff City can make any changes in this last few minutes.
And there is your player of the match, and here is your moment of the match. Stacey John Davis capitalising on the mistake by Shannon Evans, and that could well be the winning goal. Her 3rd of the season. She leaves the field, receives the congratulations of the coaching staff. deservedly so. On in place of her, Amy Deacon, only 16 years of age, 3 substitute appearances this season. A crucial part to play here in injury time. Turner goes to ground. Free kick to Swansea City, and it eats up more time. This is the second time we've seen Cardiff City live on Scorio. And they're perhaps not the force that they were last season. Floated in by Swansea City. The heads go up. Chloe Chivers challenging. Deacon against Lisa Owen. Owen plays it forward. And that's an important cover there by Steph Turner. But there is still time. We've played 2 of the 4 added at the end of the 90 minutes. A quiet opening. Few opportunities in the first half. But Stacey John Davis's goal, 10 minutes into the second half, lifted the lid here at the Swansea.com stadium. And here come Cardiff. Ball cleared again by Swansea to Meg Bowen. On the angle, ball played forward. Challenge in the air, both players go to ground. Owen, scorer last week against TNS, and again it's Hancock's in midfield. She's had an excellent game. Well, it would be heartbreak now for Swansea City if they were to concede now. But here comes Meg Bowen. Bowen from distance. And Skinner behind the ball, confidently takes it.
Yeah, you'd be disappointed if Claire Skinner wouldn't pick that up from a 40-yard range shot, to be fair. Yeah. 1 more minute left. To be fair, the last few minutes, the intensity from Cardiff has probably been higher than we've seen in the first 90 minutes.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see the celebrations. Oh, and it's getting a bit feisty in front of us here between Michaela Cook and Rachel Cullen, and Cook grabs the ball, and there is to be a card here, and I think it'll be shown to Michaela Cook for frustration, trying to grab the ball away from Rachel Cullen. Seconds left here at the Swansea.com. Is there one last opportunity? Free kick awarded to Cardiff City. Fionn Price with the free kick. They'll throw almost everyone forward here. Still 1-0 down. Stacey John Davis's 55th minute goal separate the teams. Here comes Price with the free kick. Important header here for the Swans. We have played the 4 added minutes. Eliza Colley wants to take the throw quickly. It was a foul throw, and more frustration and argument. Well, it's just not been Cardiff City's day, is it?
No.
Williams clears, and we play. And this is Fiona Barry, plenty of blue shirts in the middle. Is there to be a dramatic finish? No, there isn't. Barry's left foot shot high and wide, and that really should be it. Jane, a deserved win, I think, for Swansea.
Yes, yeah, throughout the 90 minutes I think they've been the stronger team. They've done really well defensively to nullify any attack from Cardiff, and they've got their goal.
And they have the 3 points, and they have their win. And in the South Wales derby, the bragging rights go to the Swans. Nia Jones leading the defence. Katie Hosford, an excellent performance by the captain. And it's Stacey John Davis's goal after 55 minutes, nicking the ball away from Shannon Evans, dancing her way into the box and beating the goalkeeper and defenders on the line. It's a win for the Swans here at the Swansea.com. It's finished Swansea City Women 1, Cardiff City Women 0.
Well, Stacey, what a moment, what a result, what determination and character you showed this afternoon.
Yeah, the girls are showing real resilience out there today. You know, we've all worked for each other, but we've come and done the game plan that we set out to do, and we're all proud of each other today for everything we put out there.
I have to ask you about your goal. You managed to keep your head, keep your cool, but what was actually going through your mind at that point, Stacey?
Put it in the back of the net. Simple as that. You know, I mean, I took the opportunity, capitalised on a mistake at the back there, and we knew that, you know, if we can get anything, we have to be clinical in front of goal. So just stay calm, composed, and make sure you slot it home.
And I think your celebration as well, it just showed how real and how raw the emotion with a game like this is.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot riding on a game, but, you know, it's a derby, it's a Swans Cardiff derby. We're in our home stadium. The fans today have been absolutely incredible. We thank every single one of them for coming down here tonight. It's a late night for some of these kids. They got school tomorrow. We really, really appreciate them. So, you know, the least I can do is celebrate with them.
And I just want to mention as well that even when you came off the pitch, you weren't resting, you were shouting and hollering at the fans and getting involved. It doesn't stop, does it?
No, it doesn't. We're more than 11 on the pitch, we're a squad. But ultimately, you know, sometimes that's our 12th man as well, and we need them. You know, like I said, we're thankful for all of them coming out today, but it's a big squad effort. Some of the girls didn't get on the pitch, and we still need them as well. So, you know, thankful for everybody here today.
Stacey, enjoy this result this afternoon. Llongyfarchiad am awr.
Come on, let's go.
Angerdd yn glir fyna gan Stacey John Davies am ganlyniadu Abertawe. Dyma canlyniadau eraill y penwythnos. Wrexham yn fuddigol o 2-1 yn erbyn Aberystwyth. Bari'n ennill yn erbyn Met Caerdydd. Ac oedd hi'n un yr un rhwng y Seintiau Newydd a Llan Sawel. A jyst o ran y tabl, wel Abertawe ar ôl canlyniad heno yn symud lan i'r ail safle uwch ben pennau yr adar gleision. A gallwn ni fynd nôl at Nicky John. Mae Jamie Sherwood yn siarad gyda thi.
Well, Jamie, just saw you tapping the badge there on your way over to speak to us, but I don't know whether that was more about the rate of your heart at the moment. You've had a moment to take it in. What are the emotions at this point?
I'm just really proud of the players. We've changed a few things this week. We wanted to play with a little bit different of a shape, and they've taken that on board and they've executed the plan really well today. And they got the just deserves. They've won the game, and I couldn't be any prouder.
How big are 3 points is that as well?
3 points is 3 points. It still means that we just beat another team. But for us, we're still unbeaten, and that's what we want to stay. We want to stay unbeaten as long as we can, and we still are.
Like you say, 3 points is 3 points, yes. In terms of the performance, how do you assess that?
Full of heart, full of passion, and full of belief. Everything that we asked the players, those non-negotiables at the beginning of the game, I think they showed that today.
Jamie, enjoy it. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Thank you very much.
Abertawe yn heiddiannol o'r tripwynt. Nia Davies sy'n cadw cwmni fi. Nia, gadewch. I ni weld unig gol y gêm. A Stacey John Davies, dyna'r unig y fath o chwaraewr i ti moyn pan mae'r fath yno o gyfle'n syrthioed. Camgymeriad enfawr gan Gaerdydd yn amddiffynol.
Camgymeriad gan Cardiff yma. Mae Stacey John Davies yn neud yn ardderchog i sylweddoli bod y cyflymder o'r pas ddim yna. A mae'n gallu interceptio'r pêl. Mae'n eitha yn bach yn lwcus hwnna efo'r deflection, ond mae'n mynd mewn a ydych chi'n gwybod beth ydych chi'n cael gen Stacey John Davies.
Chi'n gallu gweld yn gwmws beth, yn gwmws mae fe'n golygu i'r tîm. Ond Caerdydd, ar ôl i nhw wildio'r gol yna, o'n nhw ddim yn edrych yn hyderus o gwbl.
Na, ar ôl y gol, oedd amddiffyn nhw'n eitha nerfus. Pob fel cic cornel, oedd nhw'n siŵr. O'ch chi'n falle meddwl fysa Abertawe yn cael y ail, ond nath nhw ddim, ond oedd nhw'n edrych yn sicr yn y cefn.
Just yn gloi. Be mae hwn yn mynd i wneud o ran hyder Abertawe? Maen nhw newydd fydd i Caerdydd, a Caerdydd yn colli am y tro cynta tymor yma.
A ti'n gwybod, mae Abertawe wedi droio un gêm, ond nhw heb colli. A hynna sy'n, maen nhw efo 10 pwynt nawr, a maen nhw'n cael hyder mawr ac yn mynd i'r gemau nesaf, bydd hynna'n helpu'n mawr.
Diolch o galon am dy gwmni di prynhawn. Mae canlyniad enfawr, 3 pwynt enfawr i Abertawe. Wythnos nesaf, mae'n sylw ni'n troi